we've built a summer camp for adults here. The home shows that modern doesn't have to mean austere, that it can also feel like a lake cabin and yet still perform like a really modern house. Hi, welcome to our home on Lake Cle Elum. My name's Bill and I'd like to show you around. Come on. This home is really different from how we live in Seattle. You're only an hour and a half away, but it feels like you're a million miles away. So when you first come into the home, you're standing on the spot that my builder and I stood on and looked out when it was just an empty lot. The home was built in what I call mid-century mountain architectural style. It's about 7,700 square feet. It has 6 bedrooms and sleeps about 30 people. It really does function as a bit of a summer camp. So this is the bunk room. We have 5 singles and then we have 4 bunk beds. Right now the kids all sleep in the bunk room, but we were thinking maybe in 10 years, you know, they have partners and want a private place to sleep. So we have bedrooms for them and, you know, who knows, maybe a bunk room for grandkids one day. I really like it when there's a group of people up here and the house is performing like it should and you see people start really having fun. That's my favorite way to experience the house. Let's go into the kitchen and I'll show you around. You can see it's pretty industrial. We have a lot of commercial appliances. We wanted to make something that was really convenient to feed large groups. So the centerpiece of the kitchen is this large concrete slab, and anything this heavy has to be supported by something pretty strong. So we used a reclaimed I-beam from our metal guy's yard to build the base. Similarly, the wood for the cabinets is from a 100-year-old Seattle warehouse. And as you can see, they're all book matched. So the grain runs all the way through the cabinet faces. All right, well, let's go downstairs. All right, so this is the record room. We call it the record room for probably obvious reasons. It also functions as a dining room. And as a political consultant by trade, we host a lot of candidates and campaigns up here. So this functions as a war room too, where we can plot some strategy. This is the living room. Oftentimes we have large groups, family, and it really provides kind of a comfortable space for everybody to get together in and talk. One of my favorite things is our builder inset these markers that point to the various peaks that you can see across the lake. And it shows the name of the peak and the elevation of the peak. Thomas Mountain is kind of directly over that way. So we have these large door systems that you can open, which we really enjoy. Since we're kind of almost outside here, let me show you a few things. You can see on the hillside that we have a large solar array, and this is a little different from a lot of solar you probably see out there. This is hot water solar. So instead of creating electricity and using that to heat water, we decided we'd just use the sun to directly heat the hot water, which was a lot more efficient. We have a little fire pit down here that people like to gather around at night. And it's kind of ironic. The fire pit itself is made from an old propane tank. We've really tried to incorporate local materials and salvage materials and repurpose them in a cool way. You'll see a lot of these both inside and outside the house. They're called gabions, which is a French word for wire basket of rocks. We use local basalt. They help keep snow off the house. They help with like a brush fire resistance, and they provide a little bit of animal habitat too. So if you follow me in here, this is the master suite. The master bedroom, just like the guest bedrooms, is pretty compact. We really subscribe to the idea that in a vacation house, you don't really want to stay in the bedroom. So we made the bedrooms small and the common spaces larger. And if you come out this way, you'll see we have an outdoor shower, It's kind of invigorating sometimes early in the morning. You come out here and take a hot shower and get to look out at the mountains and the lake. It really wakes you up. To me, good architecture is a place where people want to be and they want to have fun, and it really improves their mood. So thanks very much for coming and seeing our home today. We really hope you had a good time, and if you ever have a chance to come and explore the Central Washington Cascades, we hope you do so. See ya.